Have mercy upon me, O Yah, for I am weak. O Yah, heal me.
I love strawberry.
Psalm 6, verse 2.
Well, if you're gonna do something and you don't know about it, there's somebody who has done it before and know about it, so you can get the information from them and learn. Here we have some strawberry runners. So one of the things is that the sun will tend to burn them when they're just resting on the ground if you're not getting a lot of rain. Fortunately, we're getting a lot of rain now. Take these. These are bamboo leaves, the dried bamboo leaves. So they help to hold in the moisture in the soil and create like a carpet for the runners and also for the strawberries when they bear. So I'll take enough to pad this and allow all of these runners now to be able to be cushioned. So like this runner now, once it starts to root, you'll be able to rest on this. If you rest directly on the ground, you can spoil. Eventually it will break down into the soil as well. So there's a purpose for everything, whether living or dead. Where did that come from? Blessed be the name of Yahweh. Bless up Israel, Shalom. Brother Omar here. RK Renvis Solutions is the name of the business, and another branch is Cafe Beek. We'll be showing you shortly where we have the coffee, and we use that as a base to do everything coffee. And within that, the solutions now come in where like we'll plant crops between the coffee to prevent the weed or keep the weed under control, and then products from the coffee to market. And that's the whole idea. But this is a model coffee in terms of the design. We'll have fruit trees, plants, special plants, and decorated everything. We'll have a space in the middle with a building and area where you can come and have like farm tours or farm presentations. So even Minister of Agriculture at some point could come and have a hosting there or something. So plans are in the making, and this stretch of road here will be cut so that vehicles can drive out and drive down into the property shortly. So it's a development in the process. Thanks.
Thank you. All I can say is thank you. Thank you. Have mercy upon me. Oh yeah. For
we had a figurine that was the shape of a hen, and I broke it and just chiseled my way through to get it. Shalom, hi, I'm Brother Omar Beek. Here am I in my office, Ren Vid Solutions home office. Started up after I prayed with Yahweh in 2016. Right in this very room, he gave me the idea for Ren Vid Solutions. This garden came out of an inspiration from Yah, and the concept was to, rather than looking at a piece of property as waste or it's just run down, it was supposed to be a canvas, and looking at it as a canvas now that you could do a painting. So the painting would be to put in the plants, the various herbs, the various flowers and everything, and some for food, some for beauty. And the composition would be something that one could come and enjoy. It would be therapeutic, and at the end of the day it would lift the value of the property. Now what you would have seen is plants and structures, buildings, everything combined, but everything is centered around a design. Now Yahweh is the greatest designer I know, and with each and every element he gives me ideas as to design. So ultimately this will become a tour attraction, it will become a place for food, and it will become a forerunner of other developments, and as a first of many developments. And even the structure will be transformed. So the garden that surrounds is the first step, then it will be the structure, and ultimately the entire property. So this will be a place where persons can come, they can have their weddings, or just come and take the pictures, or just come and hang out and enjoy the vibes, the scenery, the environment, etc. Everything that I have done, I've attributed to Yahuwah, and what you're seeing is evidence of how He has led me over the years. Now, the models at the front are representative of the design in its fullness, that talent, that gifting that Yahweh has given me. Now, whatever I think or vision, I'd want to build it. I'd only sketch it to get an idea of the measurements or such, but then I'd want to build it. So I started with those, and that was done way back in the 90s. At 17 years old, I discovered my talent. It was about designing. It was about teaching, it was about writing, it was about singing. So this aspect comes into the designing and building. But I have come to see myself as a channel of Yahuwah and His goodness, His giftings and His design. And just as He did in the Garden of Eden, He empowered others, He empowered them to really just put forth what He wanted. Even Adam to say, call an animal, a donkey or a bear or such. He basically gave me the ideas as to how to put all these models together. This was done from chalk. Now this is a material that a lot of the artisans use to make sculptures or various figurines. And I destroyed a figurine to create those two models. Now that came after I took a rock, built a palm tree and put on it. I did not save any pictures or any thing from that, but that was the very first inspiration. And after putting a palm tree and the fence on the rock, I said I wanted to have a house on it. That rock was a little bigger than my palm. And then came the idea to do this. But after doing that one, I said to myself, no, I want something more real, something more tangible where you can see the design of the windows, the roof, the columns, the arches, and the various ideas for the roofing. So what I did after that was I actually sketched and drew, literally sketched and drew on paper, and I got the inspiration to put measurements. So if this side was say 10 centimeters, I needed to balance it 10 centimeters on this side as well. Then I would determine how I'd put like the garage to project and how I'd put on the balconies on top. So there had to be some balance in the arrangement and the structure. All of this was before I did any technical drawing or any of the sort. So what you're seeing is raw talent. What you see is this was done in 1997. I was just started leaving high school and discovering my talent. This was done in 1998. Now, this one took me months to actually put together. Because it was just the idea, it was young, I was just getting into the hand of it. But these were done over the years. I did some others in between these. But ultimately I got to these models and they were done within a month. These were done in 2001 April. So they're actually 20 years old. 20 years old. You can actually still smell the actual wood. Now these are so sophisticated that you have glass windows. The model basically shows you the outline of a plan, but I've taken out the interior walls just to facilitate it that you can use it to store something. It's like a trinket box. The door opens. The front door actually opens. As you can see, you pull on this and it closes. The garage door, this one slides up. And you can slide it down back like that. So you can put light in there in the nights and you'll be able to actually see it light up and everything. And of course, for the purpose of storage. But what I do, this is a model. but I actually went on to UTech after doing these, and then I moved to the level where I started to do the plans. For me, there are two sides to this. I can actually take a design and build it out in wood, or I can take it and for a person to build, for them now it would be simply to move from the plan to actually building their actual dream home. So what we're seeing is the front elevation and side elevations here. And on the right, you would see a sketch of the interior. It's as if you took a saw and you just ripped the house in the middle. It's this part here. And up top we have the floor plans. So it's a 2-level structure. So we have the ground floor and we have the first floor. For this one, this was the existing structure, and when you have an existing structure, we draw it up and we mark it shaded, and then the new structure goes around it. So that's the idea why this is done. If it was not, then everything would be plain as with this one. One of the interesting things is that with this, it's a package. From the garden to the architecture, this band that I'm wearing on my hand here was also a model that I made as Yahweh led me and gave me inspiration. Experimental, and I'll be actually working on some new ones to come on stream. Being able to do these, then there's this model raft here that I made from bamboo as well. So the idea is to make it as real and as interesting as possible. Detail, big on detail. But all of this is to unearth the giftings that are in me. For my services at Renviz Solutions, you can contact me at 876-371-9288. Services range from architecture, interior design, landscaping to construction. You can also contact me at Gmail. That's omara.beek@gmail.com or ren.viz. That's ren.viz solutions@gmail.com. That's shalom.
The glory and the honor, it belongs to you. I wanna know you. I wanna know.